Yo, welcome to the open pit. I'm your man, Mr. C with the most. Getting ready to take y'all around the coast. What's going on, fellas? Long time. How y'all doing?
Good, man.
Good man. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It's Friday Eve, almost football season. Ready to get this thing started. We got coming to the stage, all the way in Maryland, D.C. area. We got what? Mr. Rio representing Washington Commanders, Washington football team, Washington Redskins. What's going on, babe? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing real good, man. But you know our name, Commander. Stand up. Come on.
That's gotta give everybody love over there, man. Just want to make sure, some fans don't recognize the Commanders. Some don't recognize the football team. Some don't recognize the Redskins still. So make sure I give everybody love.
Coming off to the this stage schedule, everybody gonna recognize it. Off this schedule. That's what we're here to talk about tonight.
All right.
Shots
Go ahead and bring
early.
me in. Go ahead and bring me in.
Shots fired early. We got Mr. T Money representing the Dallas Cowboys. What's going on, T Money?
Evening, gentlemen. Evening. It's another day of talking about great football and what we can do for you.
What we do for you? Okay. We had a lot of stuff going on in the news. For you. we done had the NFL draft. We had a schedule last night. Before we get into that, let's get into this a little bit of NBA talk. We got OKC up 3-2 against Denver playing tonight. Might be a closeout game from tonight. We got Boston fighting for their lives against New York tomorrow night. They down 2-3 with a hurt Tatum. What's your thoughts on it? I pass you the Team Money.
Look, man, I thought going into the game yesterday with Boston, there was going to be a lot of pride out there to play for their teammate, Jason Tatum. I knew Derek White was going to have one of those games because he's just going to shoot it from anywhere, pull that three from anywhere on the court. Brown was big, but Cornette, man, wow, 7 blocks, 5 and 1 in the third quarter, I believe, finished with 7 blocks in the game. They defensively just was able to shut down the Knicks, but Knicks have to close this game out tomorrow. They cannot let this go to 7. They have to. It's riding on everything for them to win that game. So I'm excited about that one tomorrow. And I think Joker's gonna get his regular triple-double tonight. I think Shea will get his 32, 35 points, but I think it goes 7. I don't see Denver going out like that at home with a chance to go to game 7. So it's gonna be a good game tonight. But I like Denver finishing off too, going to game 7. I think they'll go into OKC and take care of that too.
Let's see. The funny thing is, I had a bet with D Webb. Y'all know D Webb.
Yeah.
From Cleveland. We from Ohio. I think Dayton. I want to say Dayton, but I told him I got OKC winning the whole thing in the NBA. So he got Cleveland. So we put $20 on it, or a case, whatever we were gonna do. And when they started losing, I had to call them just make sure that I wasn't gonna get paid since they got eliminated early. But he shut that down. That was just wishful thinking. But what's your thoughts, Rio? What you got, man?
Well, from what I can see from New York, it doesn't feel like they know how to close out the game. It doesn't feel like they really know how to end this and move on. Right. They were playing like they were scared in the second half. First half it was tight and everything was nice, tight up at halftime, 56. But the second half they just fell apart. Yeah. There were a lot of phantom calls though, I tell you, from the refs. You can't blame them on the game on the refs, but it was a lot of phantom calls. The rest of the series, for tell you the truth, I haven't been paying attention. It's been mostly on New York and Boston because I hate Boston.
Yeah.
Being a Lakers fan, so.
But I will say this though, Rio and Mr. C. One thing that burns me though, stop begging for calls. You know what I mean? Like this whole challenge thing. How can you be in the act of a play, right? And I'm going up for a layup, and I get called for an offensive foul because my elbow hits the man in the chest. But then all of a sudden they challenge it, right? And then guess what? because the defender made contact before he went up. Now they've challenged it and overturned it and made the call go on the defense. And now they get 2 shots on top of that. It is like when the whistle is blown, let that foul be that foul. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like now we're challenging, we're stopping and making the game go past 2 hours and some change. It's becoming ridiculous if you ask me. I just think it's taking a lot of out of playoff game, to be honest with you, to me.
Everything looks different in slow motion.
Yeah.
So whenever they challenge and they go back and look at it,
it
look like a totally different play.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like the integrity of just having to always challenge and go back and look. It's just like I just want to respect the call. I'm old school when it comes to it like that, I guess.
And quiet as kept. Boston was up 20 points on the first 2 games.
Yeah.
And they should have closed. They ain't closed it out. They gave
live by the 3, you die by it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you got your boy Edwards out here in Minnesota taking out all the old heads. And then took out Golden State last night.
Yeah.
Everybody's been talking about playoff Jimmy. Jimmy Buckets taking 9 shots in the game.
Listen,
was that 9 shots a game? Was that game 3, game 4?
Yeah. I look at it like this. Those games, when you look at the total, like when the game was over, they didn't lose by no blowouts. These were close, manageable games, like within reach. And they would probably lose by, I think, no more than 10, 12 points. Those 10 or 12 points was coming from one person, and we all know who that is. So, playoff Jimmy or not, without Steph Curry, you ain't going nowhere. Sorry. Doesn't matter. The team, the plays run off of that man. You try to think playoff Jimmy, everything was built around playoff Jimmy and all those other teams into Miami. The little short time in Philly, even with Minnesota at that time. So I think incorporating him now with a team with Steph, that's Steph's team, man. And I mean, yeah, I agree with you, Mr. C. At least 15 to 20, you got to go out, all shots in. I 100% agree. But they didn't plan for plays for Jimmy either. And I think they didn't have enough PT coming off that bench for a lot of those players. And with that rotation, man, you're missing those 20 for sure points from Steph. Easy.
And everywhere Jimmy's been, he's never been the Batman. He always been a sidekick. You know what I mean? So Minnesota was a sidekick. Miami was a sidekick. Philly was a sidekick. So he don't take over games. Jimmy is not. His jump shot is not pure. You know what I mean? He hits some shots, but he don't have a pure jump shot. And he's really Jimmy. What 6'5", 6'6"? Is he taller than that?
I think he's 6'6".
Yeah,
I think so right now.
And his motion, his whole rotation is in slow motion. They had him on lock. You know what I mean?
Right.
Once you put Anthony Edwards on him, he couldn't do it with him.
Yeah, if he's not driving to the basket to try to get those 2 free throws or N1, you're right. He was on clamps.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the Rio?
My thoughts on it is, I just want Minnesota to win the whole thing. That's my pick. That's my pick. I just want Minnesota to win the whole thing. Just so somebody new.
Right.
So you thinking Edwards is the real deal, Holyfield?
I think he's the now. I don't know if he's really him.
Give me 2 more
now,
years, and I can answer that for you.
He's what?
I said, give me 2 more years, and I can answer that one for you. But right now, like Rio say, he's the now. But we got to see this consistently too. You know what I mean? Like getting back-to-back Western Conference Finals, that's enough. To show that now. Now that next step is, can you get to the main game? Can you get in the series and go all out and get you a chip? You know what I'm saying? So right now, he's the now. But give me a couple more years. If I can see him keep doing it, then yeah, he's gonna be the deal for real.
One more series.
I hate it. I've got a question. Got a question real quick.
All right.
What's the star from Memphis? I forget his name.
Ja Morant?
Yeah. I feel like that's who he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be taking the lead, but he keeps messing up. And he keeps messing up outside the game. And the league basically isn't pushing him, like pushing Ant.
Yeah.
But he said it several times. He don't want to be the face of the NBA. He's just here to do what he need to do. He said it. I didn't see him say it about 4 or 5 times. He's like, he's not here to be the face of the NBA. But at the same time, when he went against the Lakers, he was trying to get at LeBron. He's pushing LeBron in the chest, and it was like, what? He's trying to call LeBron out. He was like, damn. You know what I mean? They didn't even call a foul. It was definitely a foul when you pushing somebody just in the chest straight up. But, you know, the game y'all left out was the Pacers and Cleveland. The Pacers just took Cleveland out of everything they've been doing the whole season. Made them look like it was overrated number 1 team. You know what I mean? And the Pacers are deep.
Yeah,
they got shooters.
It was a bad matchup from the jump. It just was. They went back and forth, I think, throughout the regular season, man. But you cannot guard Tyler Halliburton that much separation from that 3-point line and not think he's gonna pull it from anywhere. And when he get going, man, that's a wrap. It don't matter what you throw out there at him, he's still gonna hit it. But shout out to the Pacers for real. I mean, was it Nate Smith and Nembhard and Siakam and Turner, and then you got Benedict off the bench with Toppin. They deep. They're deep, and I would love to see a Pacers and Knicks old school 1990s going back and forth at it at the Garden. Man, I would love to see it.
That's back in the day right there.
Yeah, man. And just imagine next year when NBC come back and we get one of them games and the music come on and you start hearing Amar Rashawn come, man, I'm gonna be a child again, man.
Don't forget McConnell. McConnell off the bench at point guard.
TJ, yeah.
You know, I hate we let him go in Philly, but hey, wherever he go, he's gonna contribute.
He's a shooter.
Yo,
he's a hard worker too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say this: if New York lose tomorrow, Boston gonna win the series.
Hey, watch out for feel about that draft, NBA draft.
Oh man.
Hey man, listen.
Oh man.
Hey, it was set up for just everything for you to say everything was rigged. It was set up for it. It was set up for it, and they fell for it. And I don't understand the lottery. I mean, I don't. I mean, quite honestly, you just do it like the NFL. Just take the team with the worst record. And keep
the reason the reason they do the lottery so teams can't tank. You know what I mean? Because if you tank in the NFL, you know you're gonna get that first pick. And the NBA, even though you got the worst record, they do their lottery, you ain't guaranteed you get a top 5 pick. You know what I mean? So you gotta play every game. That's how they do it. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense now, though. It made sense when they started it, but not now. The reason I say that is because teams are taking games off anyway.
True.
So they're not tanking, but they're sitting.
Right.
For whatever reason. They have in the contract, I'm going to take 6 games off, whatever it may be, for health-wise. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Dallas had 1.8% of getting the first pick. 1.8% of getting the first pick. Wow.
Dang.
Well, we know what flag on, so I don't think they're gonna make that trade because
they listen. He can't do that. Keep that. I mean, if you want forgiveness for that city, if you want to have your fans actually saying, okay, we got somebody that's younger, we got somebody that's more athletic, we have somebody that may not be a better scorer and facilitator, but if he has to go down in the paint and get you some buckets, he will do that. So
and he got a jump shot.
Yes. Long. I listen, man. As much as I hate Duke, I gotta respect the player. That's just what that is.
I thought he was overrated. You understand? Remember, this is supposed to be his senior year in high school.
Yeah.
And he was a freshman in college. He got out of high school early, so he's gonna continue to get better.
Better.
And once they get him on that NBA workout program and start eating and he bulk up,
He's gonna be looking like Giannis.
Yeah.
Hey, Giannis came in the league real skinny.
Yeah.
Like a beanpole when he came in.
What they call him back in the day, he was Poe.
And look, he's looking to get out of Milwaukee. One more thing on NBA, he's looking to try and get out of Milwaukee. So I don't know.
He ain't got nothing else to prove there. He brought y'all a championship when y'all didn't deserve it. He stayed there faithfully through all the different coaches, different teams. He owes y'all nothing. Nothing. But I just don't see what you giving up for him. You're giving up the whole next 3 years worth of picks. If you just try not to, in exchange for maybe a couple players. But I'm just willing to. I can't wait to see who's willing to take that. Cause that's a big deal.
And if I was Giannis, I wouldn't go to the West. I stay in the East because the West is too much talent over there in that West.
But where in the East though?
Hey,
because Miami want to blow it up.
We'll take
Miami might be a spot.
Miami said they gotta start over.
Philadelphia could be a spot. Cleveland can be a spot. Detroit can be a spot. There's some teams out there now. So,
See, I think
Charlotte.
Charlotte, he's going to have to start over. Like, he can't step in and just be an addition. Because just him and Melo and Bridges, that ain't going to cut it. That team is bad. It's bad. So I think, like they said with Miami, how they want to shift some things around. Are they willing to give up Bam? Which I probably doubt it. So that means probably Duncan Robinson, Highsmith, maybe the new dude Wade. They give up 3 players and then maybe a couple draft picks for Giannis. But they still got to get some point guard help, especially to help out Hero, because when he need to sit down on the bench, they ain't got nobody coming in.
They might give up Hero.
Yeah.
So, and keep Bam. You know what I mean? So,
I'll keep Bam. There's no point of moving.
Yeah. None at all. But he can come to Philly though too. We'll take him to Philly.
And get rid of Embiid like that. Y'all just sweeping them out the door. They both can't play that.
Embiid, I can't really. I don't know, man. What's up with him? But
why can't they both play there?
They can play at the same time. Because Giannis is handling the ball a lot. Maxey can play off the ball. We can let PG-13 go. We can let PG-13 go. And that'll bounce out contract-wise. You know what I mean? Get him out of there. You know what I mean? But yeah, they can play at the same time.
Was he a 2-year deal? Did you remember?
Nah,
PG?
we got a 4-year deal out of him. And
this is just year 1?
Yeah, we got 3 years left, and Giannis got 2 years left. Yeah, so, but that's what's going on. But let's get to this NFL draft.
Hey,
man.
Before we jump real quick, I got something for T. Was this the sound you were talking about? Nostalgia?
Yes. I already know where you're going.
Just check.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. I'm ready,
right,
man.
Well, let's get on this NFL draft, man. The big topic is how Shedeur Sanders slipped all the way down to Cleveland Browns. What was that, the 6th round?
Fifth
round? Yeah. What's your thoughts on
man already got hurt.
Ain't no way in the world. Right. What's your thoughts on it? I'll start with you, Rio.
My thoughts are simple. The league said, all right, we're going to make an example of you. We don't want you to talk. We don't want you to say basically that you're the man, pretty much. We want you to feel like this is our league. You come in, you do what we say, and we're going to humble you. And that's what the NFL does. Everybody, it's a big fraternity, and they all sit together and they say, don't draft him until whenever.
All right.
And that's what happened. Just to be honest.
T-Money?
I mean, I 100% agree. I think it was one of those things where Cleveland knew they needed a quarterback, right? They knew Joe Flacco, they knew Kenny Pickett were not it. right? They know Deshaun is still hurt. So we all knew that Cleveland needed a quarterback. I think the most disrespectful thing was the fact that they went and got Dylan Gabriel before they went and got Shador. I mean, that's just more injury to insult. You know, he was a first round quality player based off of what he did in college on the collegiate level. And then, like Rio said, the NFL said, okay, we got something for that. And these owners started just taking them off the board. They had no interest in them. And then for Cleveland to come back and still get them, and then they're making it seem like it's actually going to be competition. Where? What? Tell me a quarterback on that team right now that's going to outplay Shador to the point where he is not going to be starting week 1. I don't see it. Not with Flacco might give you 3 games, but come on, man.
Money. It's the money.
It's
that's
the money.
Going to outplay him.
And that's unfortunate because I'm just thinking, you know, you want to make a splash play, a play by just starting Shador. You already got a defensive player, Myles Garrett, that was threatening to leave your organization because y'all can't do nothing. And he came back because you dropped the bag on him. Now, help him out. You got a quarterback. You got you a nice running back in Judkins out of OSU. You still got Jerry Jeudy on the outside. I forgot who else they picked up at wide receiver, but they got a decent squad. Put the man in, let him. He has to earn it, of course, but there's not a better option than what they already have. That's my take.
If in preseason he's clearly better, you got to go with him.
You have to play him. You have to.
It's like biting off your nose to spike your face, man. I'm sorry. If I'm a GM and I need a quarterback, I know he's there. Why not take him? That don't make any sense. I don't know what his interview process was. Did he come in there cocky? Did he? I don't know, but he didn't have an offensive line in Colorado. He was the whole offense between him and the receiver. That was it. You know what I mean? He kept plays alive. He put that boy behind the offensive line. It's gonna be a problem. You know what I mean? So Joe Flacco, like you said, he's a hit away from retirement. Kenny Pickett's not ready. Gabriel, I don't even know why they picked him up. That was a waste of pick. And we already know that
practice squad guy. That's all.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson, he done robbed them blind.
That's right.
So yeah. Man, I didn't understand that one, but he kept it positive.
The main answer why the GM wouldn't pick him up because the boss said don't touch him.
Don't touch him.
The owner said don't touch him. That's the only reason the GM wouldn't pick him up. Any smart GM would say, yeah, we need a quarterback. We need him right now. But the boss said don't do it. You do what the boss said as long as you want to check.
And if he's still there in the 5th round when he comes back around to us, then you can get him.
So let me ask you this. You think Deion had something to do with it?
No.
You mean the reason why I didn't get picked?
Right, the owners.
I think. No, I take that back. I'm not gonna say that. He had a little bit of it. I mean, right? Because he is Deion Sanders, and his son is getting the spotlight. I mean, let's not forget there was a number 1 draft pick overall, Cam Ward. We never talk about him, right? And Shador is just that name. Despite the entire quarterback class, that's the only quarterback we're talking about. Nobody else. But guess what? All these other quarterbacks went before him, possibly starting, you know. So it's just disrespectful to me to see someone go out there and win these awards, get you in a position to make the playoff run, but unfortunately came up short. But that wasn't on him. Again, that offensive line let him down. There's so much he can do. And shout out to the receivers he had. Webster and Jimmy Horn Jr. got them boys an opportunity to get drafted. And I'm anxious to see what they're going to do with the Ravens and the Panthers, because you put Tet on one side in Carolina with Adam Thielen, and you got Jimmy Horn Jr., Bryce Young. Come on, man.
Adam Thielen is retiring, ain't he? Did he retire?
I think he said he's doing this one more year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That I do remember him saying that, though, but I think he's going to finish out with Carolina this last season.
It's going to be interesting because schedule wise, let's jump into the schedule. I know. Watching how many games y'all got on prime time on TV Thursday, Sunday night, Monday night?
6
Is it 5, 6?
It says 6, but we also have some Saturday games, so I consider those prime time. So I would go to 7.
Okay, and T Money, I know y'all shining on Thanksgiving like y'all usually play. You got a big game on Thanksgiving. Play the Eagles, right?
No, the Chiefs.
Chiefs. Who you play on Christmas Day then?
No, I'm sorry. It's the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs on Thanksgiving, and it's the Commanders on Christmas Day.
Woo wee! Let's get into it. What y'all gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? We was talking about it before we got on air. You know what I mean? Let's make it official if y'all gonna do this. Me and Larry, $25 per team bet.
Well, before we get into that, I think it's only right that we go through both of our schedules first and kind of have your opinion as well, Mr. C, on what you consider as a win and a loss, and so we can kind of balance out what this money intake can look like before I make any decisions, if you don't mind. I just like to go over that real quick.
All right, week 1, opening the season. We got Dallas going to Philadelphia, starting the season off on Thursday Night Football at 8:20.
That's a win for Dallas. Let me tell you why. Let me give you why. Now, of course, they're the Super Bowl champs. Of course, they've got Hurts, they've got Devontae, they've got A.J. Brown. They still got that bad man, Saquon Barkley, right? But think about this. Opening night, that banner got to go up. They got to get those rings. And the number one hated team that got to go and look at that is the Dallas Cowboys. And it is Dak Prescott's late mother's birthday on that day. Let me tell you something. He's going into Thursday night.
You hear this real?
I'm telling you. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this question, right? So I feel like Dallas is going to go in there. We're going to have CeeDee Lamb ready. George Pickens is going to get all those routes in training camp. He's going to be ready. And I think defensively, we're just going to do what we got to do, lock up. We're going to have 2 edge rushers and Parsons and Donovan from Boston College. Oh, yeah. We going into that first week. I don't know a score yet. It's too early. But I know it's going to be a dud. That's how I feel. And we got this on tape, so we can go back to it anytime when T-Money was right.
Don't forget about Philadelphia's pass rush, because I don't know who's running the ball for y'all right now. Who's running the ball for y'all right now?
To be continued.
And y'all pick up a rookie.
To be continued. So we drafted well with running backs out of Jadon Blue out of Texas and Phil Maffa out of Clemson. So we got 2 good young rookie running backs, and we still got Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders. Of course, everybody gives Sanders that. You know, he didn't do nothing in Carolina. It was the Panthers. You know what I mean? But we was talking about him when he was playing with Philly and how he was running all through Philly. So we just need to give him a chance at, running the ball. But at the same time, offensive line got to show me something. But I think with Tyler Booker saying what he said about going up against Jalen Carter and them boys up front, we're going to take that W. So book me for a W week 1 in front of everybody.
Well, Miles Sanders, when he was in Philly, they had an offensive line. Carolina ain't had an offensive line. So if your line ain't hitting on nothing,
but listen, that's the worst thing you can do is compare us with another offensive line to being bad. I mean, I know we want them that good, but we want Carolina bad. So all I'm saying is Miles Sanders, if he gonna make the team, he should be able to give us some 3rd and 1s, some 4th and 1s. That's all I'm saying. We don't need him to do 1st and 2nd down. Just come in there and get those 2-3 yards up the middle. Let's get the chains moving. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Rio, what's your thoughts
on Cowboys Eagles?
Yeah,
Eagles gonna smash them. I'm sorry. like what makes you believe that what you saw from the Super Bowl is gonna change this year?
I will say this: I saw that they lost Darius Slay in that backfield. I saw they lost. What's my other guy name? Gardner Johnson. They lost him. All right. Yes, you still got Cooper DeJean, and you still got my other corner. I can't think of his name right now on the other side, but I just feel like if you're gonna get them when you need to get them, it's the first game of the year when they hyped, coming off a Super Bowl win, and they feeling cocky and they know they're the best team. That's the perfect time to get them. And if I ain't, and listen, and you've seen me, I've been just as a Debbie down on my Cowboys and being realistic. But as something I see in this team, this coaching staff, what they're doing, I'm excited. For the first time in probably 5-6 years, I'm excited. I just have to be optimistic about it. But that week 1 is going to be a W. That's what made me
think that's true. When Pickens got picked up, you changed your tune, didn't you, a little bit?
Oh, when Pickens got picked up, I ordered my jersey.
A lot of Dallas Cowboy fans did.
No, not a Pickens jersey. I just ordered a jersey for Dallas because I hadn't paid for any Dallas apparel in a while now. But they look like they're trying to be serious this year. So,
what jersey did you get?
Oh, I'll let you know in football season. I'll reveal that then.
Oh, it's a secret.
Mm-hmm.
It's either CeeDee Lamb or Dak Prescott, one of the two. I know you didn't get a Jerry Jones jersey. Yeah.
Oh, you ought to see my hoodie. Jerry Jones makes me drink.
Well, I got Philadelphia, man. It's at home.
That's cool.
That crowd,
that's reasonable to do that. Yeah,
that crowd's gonna be turned up.
It is.
Cowboys coming in there trying to ruin a ceremony, getting their ring.
Hey, listen,
it ain't gonna happen, man.
I want Gilly on the field. I want him playing too short, blow the whistle. I want all the smoke. I want all of it.
Okay. All right. Then we got Washington playing the Giants. The Giants going into Washington.
Hold on. And you going to jump all the way to Washington? You're not going through the full schedule?
We can. We're gonna go through it.
You just talking about? Okay, my bad.
Right, because he said he want to see who y'all was playing compared for you to bet. Blah blah.
Yeah. See. So, he about this money too fast. Rio, calm down.
Right.
Just trying, know.
So the Giants. The Giants.
Did you hear who we play? Did you hear who? Say it again, Mississippi. Say it again.
The Giants got the hardest schedule.
Yeah, the Giants.
In the NFL this year. So the Giants is coming into Washington. I'm gonna start off with you, Rio. I already know what your thoughts are. Is it gonna be a good game? Is it gonna be a blowout? What you think? I know it's a division game, so it's the first game of the season. Everybody's still trying to get this stuff in line.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say we're gonna smash them. We're just gonna beat them real bad. That's about it. Yeah, it's gonna be quick and painful. Get it over.
Gotcha. So pretty much, all the critics got Philly, Washington 2 in the NFC East, and then the Cowboys and Giants battling for 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, rightfully so. They both went to the NFC Championship game. There's nothing I can take away from that. 1 and 2.
Okay.
We have to sweep Washington in order to say we are where we want to be, and we have to at least get one out of Philly. We have to, and if that's one we get is on the road on the first night of the year of opening football night, I'll take that W all day long. So yeah, it's that tricky in this division because even though I agree with Rio, that should be a win for them against the Giants. He knows against the Giants for some reason too. They're always competitive when they play each other, especially when it's when they actually having to go and New York has to go to Washington. So it's gonna be a good game though. But I
do got one stat though. In JD5's whole entire career, he is undefeated against the Giants. Undefeated.
Who? He's talking about Daniel.
Okay, man. 22, man. I'm not even.
Hey, look. Y'all started the season on Thursday night. We got Kansas City going to the Chargers that Friday night, which is out. That's outstanding. We got a Friday night game opening season.
And I think that's on YouTube as well. It's a YouTube game.
Yeah, it's YouTube. It is a YouTube game. Exactly. We got Tampa going to Atlanta.
ESPN, ABC for me. I don't know if that's and YouTube.
It's in Brazil. I know that. So that's going to be. Well, I catch it on the Fire Stick regardless. I'm gonna watch it regardless. Kansas City against the Chargers. We got Tampa going to Atlanta. We got Cincinnati going to Cleveland. Miami going to the Colts. The Raiders going to New England. Arizona going to New Orleans, Pittsburgh going to the Jets, Carolina going to Jacksonville, Tennessee going to Denver, San Fran going to Seattle, Detroit going to Green Bay, Houston going to the Rams, Baltimore is playing Buffalo on Sunday Night Football, and then the Monday night game, we got Minnesota, Chicago. In Chicago, but that Baltimore-Buffalo game on a Monday on a Sunday Night Football game. Man.
In Baltimore, where is it, Mr. C?
It's in Buffalo. It's in Buffalo.
Well,
it's in Buffalo.
Listen, Baltimore. It ain't cold on the first night of the week, Sunday Night Football, week 1. You better get it done. Yeah. There ain't no excuse at this point. You got to new signed Derrick Henry. You got all your offensive weapons back. You know what happened the last time you was there? Take care of business, Baltimore. Take care of business. That's all I got for that. Take care of business.
They really should.
That's gonna. But Buffalo, that crowd gonna be turned up open. Yeah, that's gonna be a game. I got Buffalo. I'm going with the home team, man. I can't go against Buffalo at Buffalo. You know what I mean? If it was in Baltimore, I'd probably go with Baltimore, but I'm gonna go with Buffalo on that one.
Hey, but out of all the games you mentioned, the matchups, I'm gonna tell you the one that sticks out to me just because it got so much pettiness involved. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New York Jets. Think about that. Just think about it for a second. All this lined up with it. Justin Fields leaving Pittsburgh to go to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers still hasn't signed with Pittsburgh, and we're still waiting for that to happen. Just imagine if that goes down in that game on week 1. Let me tell you, man, that's gonna be a petty game.
I'm glad you brought that up because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna go to Pittsburgh. I think he's gonna go to New Orleans since Carr retired. Think about it.
I don't see him working well with Kellen Moore, man. I don't know.
They got more weapons in New Orleans on offense than Pittsburgh.
So
one weapon in Pittsburgh.
One weapon, and he can't stay healthy. If you're talking about Chris Olave.
Chris Olave, they got the running back, and they got the other receiver too. Also, they got 2 receivers in New Orleans. They had Ricky last
year. Rashid Shaheed, yeah. He's coming off injury. AK can still get you something, but I just think, man, I don't know, man. You got DK Metcalf and you worked out with him. It just lines up for him to just end up in Pittsburgh, if you ask me.
You gotta look at it like this. Aaron Rodgers is what, 38?
Then you giving you nice. He is 41.
Yeah,
41.
Oh.
So would you rather play in cold weather games or in a dome?
Oh, I'm taking a dome.
That's where New Orleans is at. You know what I mean? Pittsburgh playing their whole division is all outside cold weather games. Cleveland, Cincinnati, Baltimore. You might want to deal with that.
Well, if you got an Arthur Smith offense, you ain't gonna be doing nothing but running the ball, maybe a couple play actions every now and then. But I mean, right now since Pickens is gone, you only have DK, so it's just gonna be throwing it to him. So I don't know, man. They got a lot of work to do. I just feel bad for Steelers Nation. I mean, my wife's a Steelers fan, and she hasn't been happy. They should have just drafted. They should have drafted a quarterback. Milroe was right there too. Didn't take him. I don't know. I don't
feel bad. I don't feel bad for him, man. You know what
I
mean?
I don't feel bad.
They got 6 Super Bowls. Huh?
I don't feel bad for Steelers at all.
Yeah, they got 6 Super Bowls. I don't feel no love for them.
Not at all.
And New Orleans got Brandon Cooks, your boy, came from Dallas. At receiver.
Okay.
You know, he has signed with Shaheed and Olave. Yeah. You got that, and you got Jawan Johnson, tight end. And you still got Kamara at running back. Yeah, man, that team is explosive. The only thing that was missing last year was a quarterback.
They are explosive, man. But I mean, and then too, it is a kind of a toss-up division to win. I mean, Tampa Bay, they can slip up, but Tampa Bay, People ain't talking about Tampa Bay enough, man. They wide receiver core, my goodness,
too strong.
It is tough. Evans, you get Godwin back. You still got McMillan from last year. Now you add Tez Johnson. I mean, your boy out of Oregon, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got Ohio State, Ibuka.
That's a squad.
Yeah, they did draft him. They did draft him first. Yeah, they did draft him first round.
Squad, bro. A squad down in the NFC.
And they got Shadow Sanders over there on defense. Out there balling too.
He'll make practice squad. I don't see him. Yeah.
You don't think he's gonna make? You don't think he can make the 53?
No. Okay. Next man up for him.
I think a good game is gonna be Detroit against Green Bay.
In Detroit or in Green Bay?
It's in Green Bay.
It's in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Is that a prime time game?
They didn't beat Green Bay to put them out in the playoff last year. Who beat Green Bay last year? It was Detroit, right?
No,
it wasn't Detroit.
It was
Was it Minnesota?
It's Philly.
I think so. Did Philly beat them?
Yeah. They was it in Philly? I could have sworn it was Philly. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought they went to Philly and laid an egg, and then Philly played the Rams.
Wait, was it the Rams that put them out?
Man, I gotta look again, man.
That's the same. We get old,
man. I hate age.
You can't remember. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Y'all missing one exciting game that we not talking.
The Eagles beat the Rams. Yeah, the Eagles beat the Packers first game, 22-10. Go ahead, Rio.
The Bears and the Vikings. That's gonna be an exciting game. I mean, it's the start of the new season for new coach.
Yep.
Can he really make Caleb what he's supposed to be? And also the Vikings with JJ starting off. It's gonna be a good game. I mean, it's supposed to be a good game.
Yeah, and the Bears drafted well too, man. To get that tight end, I think he's out of. Is that the tight end that was out of Michigan or the one that was out of Penn State? I can't remember. But
I want to say Penn State.
Penn State, right? Yeah. And you still have Rome.
No, Loveland from Michigan. He's from Michigan.
So it's Michigan. Okay.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren was Penn State. Got it.
Yeah. It's Colston Loveland. Yeah, I'm not really high on Chicago, but
nobody is. Except for Chicago.
That's the scary part. And we got him week 3.
Caleb has every weapon to get the job done. So if he doesn't get the job done right now, he probably never will.
He had weapons last year. He didn't get it done.
But he had a terrible coaching staff.
Yeah, Eberflus wasn't working.
Now you got supposedly a good coaching staff and good weapons. He has no excuse anymore. If he doesn't produce, it's pretty much not over, but it's a down for him.
Where did those two receivers go from Chicago? They both off the roster. Where did they go? You got Johnson that came. Yeah, Allen. He hasn't been picked up. Then you got DJ? What was his name? They came from Carolina that Chicago had.
DJ Moore.
Yeah, where's he at? He's
still there. They signed now. He.
Yeah, I don't think he went anywhere.
He's not on the squad. I don't see him.
Nah, they signed him during that training camp. That Hard Knocks. A couple seasons. That Caleb's freshman rookie year. Were you looking at his depth chart?
Yeah. Right now at wide receiver. Oh yeah, he's there. He's there. I overlooked it. He's there. I apologize. Yeah, he's there. And Rome is there too.
Yeah.
Doomsday.
And then they picked up Luther Burden. So I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, Caleb.
And they got Cole Kmet too. So they still got him. So yeah. Hey, they deep over there. He got talent.
That's what we're saying. They got a squad.
That's a 12 personnel left to right. Put 2 tight ends. You put Cole on one side, Colston on the other. You line up with maybe Burton on X, DJ at your wide, then put Rome in the slot. Hey, man. Ben Johnson moving the chess pieces.
Man, I'm telling you, at the end of the year, when they ask him, why didn't you produce? Oh man, we didn't have a good water boy. Like,
but look, check it. I'm gonna try to get some games. Week 2, we got Washington going to Green Bay on Thursday night.
That's a good game.
We got New York going to Dallas, 1:00 game. Chicago going to Dallas. Rams going to Tennessee. Pacers going to Miami. San Fran going to New Orleans. Buffalo going to the Jets. Seattle and Pittsburgh, which is going to be Metcalf against his old team.
Mm-hmm.
You got Cleveland at Baltimore, Denver at the Colts, Carolina, Arizona, Philadelphia at Kansas City at the 4:25 game. Yeah, Atlanta at Minnesota on Sunday night. Then you got 2 Monday nights: Tampa at Houston, Chargers at Raiders.
No other matchup matters. Is Kansas City and Philly.
Yeah, and Kansas City. It's at Kansas City.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't put that on primetime.
Yeah, they should have.
25. That's surprising.
Yeah, that should have at least been that Sunday night or Monday night game.
But I think that might be that 4:25 game where there's not another game on at that time. Like that's on TV. That's on TV.
It's 2 4:00 games, 4 or 5 games. Colts and Denver and Carolina, Arizona. So
that's not going to be on TV.
Yeah, they're not going to be on TV, right?
Yeah, so that's going to be a primetime CBS or Fox game. That's going to be the only one on. So yeah,
Fox. It's on Fox.
It's on Fox.
Yeah, it's on Fox.
It's the only game showing at 4:25. So they're good. But that's a redemption game. I mean, Kansas City, you got smacked in the face in the Super Bowl.
Got dominated.
6 sacks. Your boy couldn't get off on no passes. He couldn't run hardly. Your running game was shut down. That front 4 was coming at y'all one by one. That offensive line was atrocious. Now they made some moves, but like any other offensive line, they can be some names, but they gotta gel together. So you gonna get your test week 2. And if Philly defense, I know, and that offensive line, it might be a repeat of what happened in the Super Bowl. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm trying to understand your comment, because you just said week 1, y'all gonna go into Philly and do this. But then
emotions. That's on pride, dog. Don't get that confused with skills and who's a better quarterback. I mean, I'm not going all that far. I'm talking. I told you. God rest her soul, Miss Peggy Prescott. I'm telling you, man, he's gonna do it for his mama, man. He's gonna do it for the culture, man. This is Pickens, this is Lamb, this is the excitement. But Philly's still that team. I ain't taking it away from them. But Kansas City's something different too. And I gotta play both teams, and I ain't happy about it. But it is what it is.
And don't sleep on Washington going to Green Bay, because that's gonna be a heavyweight fight. Green Bay.
I will say this. This will be the game I want to see that connection with JD and Debo, because I know how Debo feel about Green Bay from being at the 49ers. So I just think Debo, this is his game. This should be his coming out party. I'm a Washington Commander. That's what I'm looking for in that game.
Rio, what you got?
Which game? We talking about the Eagles and Chiefs or the Washington?
Well,
it's going to be a tough game, but I still got Washington pulling this one out. Yes, I would like to see Debo go crazy. I actually think the second game is when Daniels is going to loosen up and you're going to show a little more wiggle, a little more arm. He's going to lead his team to a victory. But it's 1 week 2. As far as the Eagles beating Eagles going against the Chiefs, the Eagles are going to beat them. Okay, hold on. If the Chiefs do not show up and play, their season could be over in week 2. Straight up, if you get beat down again in week 2 by the Eagles, You got an easy first week game with the Chargers. That's going to be a easy like walkthrough for the Chiefs.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
No. I'm saying for the Chiefs. For the Chiefs, it's going to be easy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man.
The Chargers play. They play Kansas City. That's a division game, man.
That's always game. They just like we gotta beat them. I don't know, man.
And the Chargers, they kind of loaded themselves too, man. So they pick some people up. They got.
They should win, of course. They should just get that W, like Rio said. But it's just, I don't know. I think the Brazil factor is what's really going to determine that game. Like, who can really play down there in that environment, that climate? Because I know it can get a little saucy down there with the index and everything. So that's going to be a tough game, I think.
Didn't the Chargers play in Brazil last year?
It was Philly versus Green Bay in Brazil last year.
Don't forget the Chargers picked up Hampton, running back from Carolina.
Hampton, Najee. Yep.
Yeah. They got Trey Harris, the wide receiver from Ole Miss. They got
on one side, and then you got Ladd.
Yeah, you got Kennard, the edge from South Carolina. They got the receiver from Auburn. Yeah, hey.
My bad for not doing the homework on the Chargers right there. My bad.
They
Mike Williams still over there. He coming back.
He came back. Yeah, he came back. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, that's not gonna be no easy victory for him. But I'll probably go with the Chargers on that one. You know what I mean? That's
week one, really?
City. Yeah, I still take Kansas City.
Kansas City is Kansas City until they prove us wrong.
Right,
like, straight up.
And they proved us wrong in this Super Bowl because they proved me wrong. I said until I see it, I'm not picking against them. But I do believe in Andy Reid that he went out and made the moves and he's working on trying to fix things. So I just don't expect them to be like they were to win all these games and then turn around and the biggest game of them all slip up. So I think they're gonna come out with a vengeance starting the season because they are used to starting off pretty slow and then picking it up. So I think they're going to go full throttle in the beginning.
What are their hardest games throughout the whole season? They division games. The Broncos always beat them at least once. Then sometimes the Raiders beat them.
Yep.
And the Chargers. So hey, that AFC West division is going to be up for grabs this year, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Especially with the Broncos, what they did on defense.
Whew. Yeah.
Let's all agree on one thing. The Chiefs cannot do another season like they did last year. They cannot do that.
Agreed.
This is probably their last hoorah. If they don't do it this year, because your boy gonna retire after this year, the tight end. Who's their backup tight end?
I think Watson, but you see him at once in every blue moon. You hear his name, but I don't know no young body that they have in there to replace him, but that's the only other one I know on the roster that's against that PT.
Then they pick up the receiver from Seattle, if I'm not mistaken.
Noah Gray.
Noah Gray. That's the tight end. Yep. Thank you, Rio. Yep.
Oh yeah.
What receiver you talking about, Mr. C?
They got rid of Metcalf. What was the other receiver from Seattle?
Lockett.
Yeah, they got Lockett. I thought they picked up Lockett.
I thought Lockett went to Tennessee Titans, maybe? I didn't think it was the Chiefs.
No, I thought he went to the Chiefs. Nah, he didn't go. You're right. They got Worthy still and Rice and Hollywood Brown. And
they don't know how to use Worthy.
Yeah, so
no, they don't.
Yeah, they don't have Lockett. I thought he went over there for some reason.
Mr. T, y'all don't know how to use your fastest weapon either in the Cowboys.
Oh, Mr. Kevontae Turpin, if you're talking about him.
Yeah, y'all don't use him.
I know. But Shoddy, that's why I'm glad. See, an observant Commanders fan of another team. That's what I like to see. Thank you, sir. You're absolutely right. Kevontae was not being utilized with his speed burst on the offensive side. So I believe Schottenheimer is going to use some plays for him and Jadon Blue out of Texas. It's going to be, I can't wait, man. Finally, a new offense.
You keep talking about all this passing.
Yeah.
In order for you to pass the ball, You got to establish that run game. You just
absolutely,
can't come
but I can't tell you. My running back is gone, Rico Dottle. Tony Pollard before that, he's gone. So everybody is new. I can't tell you until I see it, Mr. C. I'm just telling you at the receiver position, which I know, which I've seen these players play. I know what I can get you out of that. I know what I'm going to get out of my quarterback. But the running back,
think Mr. Blue out of Texas is going to do something nice for you?
Yes, sir. I believe he'll get you about 40 catches out the backfield, about 400 yards. Stamp that.
You can't have Dak dropping back 45, 50 times a game.
He's not going to. 30 is going to be the max.
Okay,
it's not going to be that kind of offense. See,
right,
again, you're not going to get me tight, 49ers. You're not.
No. I'm moving on, man.
I know.
I'm moving on. So week 3, the main games I see is Monday night, Detroit at Buffalo, which is going to be a dandy. Dallas at Chicago at 4:25. You got the Raiders going to Washington. You got the Rams going to Eagles. And you got Cincinnati going to Minnesota.
Honestly, you know how you have some of those schedules that drop for a certain week and there's only like one good game, like one good matchup? This is week 3. Because I'm looking at them, and you got some division games like San Fran's playing Arizona, but outside of that, you're right. The Detroit-Baltimore game is probably going to be your best matchup. The only thing touching it is that Los Angeles Rams and Philly game.
Yeah.
But I'm like, the rest of them, like, even Dallas playing Chicago,
Well, Cincinnati, Minnesota, I give them some props because Cincinnati going to Minnesota, that should be a good game. But then again, who's playing quarterback in Minnesota? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. Move on from that.
So just so I'm keeping up with money count, Rio, this looks like we're dead even still because I'm counting 3-0 right now, and I know you are as well. So
yes, sir.
Okay, so we can continue to week 4, Mr. C. I'm just trying to keep up.
All right. Week 4. What games that really stand out? You got Minnesota going to Pittsburgh, Washington coming to Atlanta, Rio. Cleveland, nah, I can't say that. They're going to Detroit. I can't see anything pop up with that. Philly going to Tampa Bay. The Colts going to the Rams. Baltimore going to Kansas City at 4:25.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay going to Dallas Sunday Night Football. And then Monday night, Cincinnati going to Denver. It's a doubleheader Monday night. You got the Jets going to Miami on.
Now that Cincinnati-Denver game is going to be sneaky good.
Yeah.
Monday night.
Yeah, but that Green Bay Dallas game going to be good too. That's Sunday night.
Listen, man, I'm a realist. I don't like this game. It's something about Green Bay when they come to Dallas. I don't know what it is. We just can't beat them. I mean, I'm not even going to sit here in front. I can take that L like a man. And they would have to prove to me that they can beat Green Bay. But all my years, too many heartbreaks against Green Bay going against Dallas and Dallas. I can take that L.
Oh, so and Washington going to Atlanta. So y'all, what you got? Washington going to Atlanta, Rio?
Yeah. I think Commanders will take care of business. That's my opinion. But go ahead, Mr. Rio.
I think Washington's going to come out with another win. I mean, what could I go with? I can only go by what I seen last year. Last year, I saw them fight tooth and nail. It was a great game, but Washington still came out with a victory. So I got to go with them.
So pretty much right now it's 3-1. T-Money.
Respectfully.
Rio,
yes, sir.
4-0.
Did we talk about the Ravens-Chiefs game?
That's what we said. We said run it up. Hold on. Did we talk about it? Yeah, that's game gonna be on. We said it's gonna be a 4:25 game because the other two games at 4 o'clock. So pretty much it's gonna be prime time on Fox.
Okay. So this is what I will say based off of what I'm seeing with that matchup. Right, Baltimore are playing their 2 toughest teams that they always go battle for: Buffalo and Kansas City within the first month of the year of the football season. They're both going to be. Was that Baltimore game? That was in Buffalo, right?
Right.
So both of these games are on the road.
On the road.
Both of those games, there will not be any type of weather issues unless it's raining,
early,
something like that.
Yeah.
But it's not cold. It's not snowing. Baltimore, do your job. You're better than Kansas City. You're better than Kansas City. Over just the overall team perspective, Baltimore is better. That's my opinion. They should win this game.
Rio?
I think Ravens should win, definitely. I don't like the way the schedulers are putting it up for the Ravens. Because, I mean, look at their schedule. Buffalo, Detroit, Chiefs. I forget what the other one was. But it's like, come on, man. Like, they talk about somebody's mother or something?
But remember though, the matchups to Rio, because they won their division, they're going up against the number one squads in their off divisions as well. So I think that's where I don't know if Baltimore is playing the NFC North division this year, but I think that's how they got Detroit and possibly Kansas City. But I don't know if they're going up against those divisions or not.
Well,
I don't think it's going to happen. Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
I don't think it's going to happen, but they have the potential of being 1-3.
Yeah.
After this Chiefs game, because the Browns, I got them beating the Browns. But the other games, like I said, Buffalo, Detroit, and Chiefs, they could lose all three of those games. They could win, yes, they're supposed to, but they could very well lose.
They could very well lose because they started off slow last year, and everybody was like, "What's going on with Lamar? They can't get it right," but they started clicking. Right, so it can be one of those. They start off like that, but then go on a blitz and get you 5-6 in a row, and here they are 7-3, just like that.
Yeah, we move on to week 5. Major games. We start off San Fran going to the Rams. That's always going to be a tough game Thursday night. We always play. So Minnesota going to Cleveland. Dallas going to the Jets, Denver going to Philly, Houston going to Baltimore. Damn, Baltimore got it rough for real. Tampa going to Seattle, Detroit going to Cincinnati, Washington going to the Chargers, New England and Buffalo, and then the Monday night game, Kansas City against Jacksonville. I think the game is going to be that Detroit, Cincinnati, or that Denver, Philadelphia. What's y'all thoughts?
You need to stop hating on Cincinnati right now.
No, Cincinnati real. They real deal Holyfield. Yeah.
They have real offense, yeah.
They need to sign your boy Hutchinson. They're going to be in trouble.
They can pass him on.
Listen, I'm looking at this game. I mean,
Come on, the Jets, Cowboys?
No, your game actually. Washington and the Chargers, like that's a shootout, if you ask me. And I can't pick that game because it's like I think that's one of those games. Whoever has the ball the last 2 minutes is going to win.
It'll be fun.
That's going to be, Jaden Daniels in LA out there near, Miss Juju Watt. I'm just saying. I hope he's focused. And Mama is just, Mama Jaden Daniels, keep doing what you're doing, protecting your son out there. I've seen you in the reels. I've seen what you're doing. You're protecting the bag. You're keeping them focused because we got fans like Rio. We don't want our quarterback going in the wrong direction. We want to head straight. Looking forward to a productive season. Shout out to the mama out there, man. She's doing the thing.
Yeah, Mama Daniels is the truth.
It's the truth. You gotta respect it.
She did her thing.
Let's jump up to the Jets game.
Like, okay.
Jets. Listen.
That's
familiar
a scary
field.
game right there.
It's a familiar field because that's where the Giants play. They split that sharing of the field there, so familiarity is there. We've played Justin Fields before, so I know what to expect out of him when he was with the Bears, and then also when he was with Pittsburgh. So I've seen it all with Justin Fields. I think we should be able to go up there and just play our game. I think Sauce would be a problem but not for CD because I think CD would line up more in the slot that game. So I think we come up.
Aaron Glenn defense. That's Aaron Glenn defense now. It's a whole new ball game.
No, you're right. And we played against Aaron Glenn defense, and we score. We may not come out with the W, but we're getting over 21 points. That does happen because he's going to press with his corners, right? So we can get separation or get blow by. That's man on man. That's one-on-one. Throw that ball up to George Pickens 50-50. I take my chances. So I think we should go out there and get that done. So I think this is where I balance back out with Rio because I will take the Chargers winning against Washington that week.
Okay.
I think his first L comes right here.
Rio?
Actually, I got him. I agree with him.
What?
This is our first L of the year. Comes to week 5.
Week 6. May we continue?
Oh man, I didn't see that one
Mr.
going
C
down
is shot,
like that.
boy.
Yeah, I was like, what? What is really going on around here?
Wait, I got a question though. It's 5 weeks in. Has Pickens crashed out on deck yet?
Oh,
Probably so.
To answer that question, not on camera, but I think it does happen. But I done had some phone calls, and what I'm hearing is Dez Bryant is gonna be, kind of looking out. So I think George will be okay.
Dez Bryant of all people, you want Dez? All right.
Yeah. Because he's gonna show him what it was like back then, and show him what he got to do to be a man right now. Because I'm telling you, man, Dez is a whole different. I'm telling you, man, get him down there.
Blind lead the blind, man. That's the blind lead the blind.
Nah, show growth. Show where he used to be.
Okay.
How he used to be, and where his character's gonna take him. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, on to week 6, we got the Sunday night game, Detroit and Kansas City. Hey, Cincinnati at Green Bay at 4:25 game.
It's gonna be a good one.
You got Dallas going to Carolina, same weekend as A&T homecoming. You know what I mean? Just put that out there, Aggie Pride.
G-H-O-E.
We got San Fran going to Tampa. Washington has a Monday night game against Chicago. It's a doubleheader Monday night. You got Buffalo coming to Atlanta. Might have to hit that game, man. But
Chicago got revenge on that Hail Mary, dog. they gotta go back and get that W, man, from last year. They have to.
You know how many times you're gonna see that Hail Mary that week? They gonna be so mad.
Yo, that is gonna be such a game. They're just like, is old dude even gonna play? I wouldn't even play him. Wouldn't even put him out there.
Was that the safety of the corner?
Yeah. I think it was the corner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know you're talking about. Like, nah, you don't even get to play this game. Go ahead and do some water boy stuff.
Yeah. Just chill out, man. Heal up from last week.
Yeah, he might have PTSD on that game. You know what I mean?
Hey man,
flashbacks.
I'm looking at this schedule. Baltimore again with another tough one. They got the Rams.
I'm telling you, man, the league don't like them this year. I mean, I know,
but it's in Baltimore though.
It's in Baltimore. It's the Rams though, man. It's Sean McVay. It don't matter what time of the year Sean McVay team is ready. They just need an opportunity. And you telling me with Devontae Adams and Puka, with Kyron Williams and Matt Stafford back there, they can't, man.
I got Baltimore winning it. I need Baltimore to win that. So, but that Detroit Kansas City game in Kansas City, that's another. That can be another.
That's another
powerhouse game.
Yeah, I mean this is a good week of football, man. Denver at the Jets is sneaky.
Packers Bengals
Thursday night.
Packers Bengals, yep.
I missed that one. Yeah.
Buffalo Atlanta, that's sneaky. For what it's worth. I mean,
on Monday night game
Monday night
here.
Football, yeah. Michael Penix, Josh Allen.
That might be a game for us to go down there too.
What day? October 13th. Okay.
Yeah. And then we holler at Larry about it. We'll talk to Larry about it. See what's up. All right.
Okay.
So
Well,
hold on.
Are you taking that?
Dallas going to Carolina.
W, right?
You got Rio.
Say what?
You said y'all winning that game against Chicago, right?
Of course.
Yeah, I get that one.
And this time it's not going to come down to a Hail Mary.
Okay.
It's going to be done in the fourth quarter.
Okay. All right. Stamp that.
And so Dallas going to take care of Carolina?
Next.
Yes.
Yep.
I think Carolina's going to be a little better than everybody thinks it's going to be, but
everybody can be better, but you ask who's going to win. Come on, man.
They're going to be better, yes, but they're not going to be better enough to actually beat Dallas. The NFC East is a beast, back to being a beast right now. Come on, put some respect on our name.
You only got two teams in the NFC East, man. It's only two teams in the NFC East, man. Come on.
Y'all ever see that meme with the dragons where they got the full vicious dragons? Well, 3 vicious dragons and one looking stupid. Yeah, that's the Giants.
Hey, week 7.
Week 7.
Man, I got Philly going to Minnesota, Raiders going to Kansas City. Washington at Dallas at 4:25.
If the stars align.
Atlanta going to San Fran Sunday night. Tampa Bay going to Detroit Monday night. And Houston going to Seattle on Monday night. But I
cannot believe they're putting on a game at 10 o'clock, bro. I can't believe that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I could understand 8 or even 8:30 at the latest, but 10? This ain't the NBA. That game gonna run you to about 1:30 a.m.
Hey, NFL trying to get
all hear about it the next day.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. Washington going to Dallas. Who you got?
I will say this: if the stars align, I hope to be to that game, October 19th. Plan on being in Texas. Hopefully, stars align. But if that's the case, it's gonna mean more to me than anything to know that we come in there and get that W and take care of Washington.
Well, let me say from the bottom of my heart,
say it.
Stars align.
It's in Dallas.
That game.
To see a different result than what I'm predicting right now.
Of course.
Okay.
You don't really think I'm gonna give you a win? Like say you're gonna win, beat my team? No.
No. You want me to earn the win. You don't want to be it's not given. You got to go.
You have to show me.
Right. I agree.
Show me the money. Okay.
I agree. That game, I believe, I'm going to be able to know at that point of the season exactly what my team is made of, because usually Dallas gets a bye week around week 7 or week 8, but we don't have our bye until week 10 this year. So at that point of the season, we got to know exactly what we're going into this back half, because when we go over this back half of this schedule, it's brutal for Dallas. Brutal. So we got to take care of business. Divisional matchup. We just got to have this W. We have to. We got to win this game. This game is going to determine when we play them again on Christmas, who's going to make the playoffs and who's not. That's how big this game is.
I think a week 9 to week 13 bye week is the best. Like
halfway
gives your team good time to rest. Yeah.
Yep.
Especially if you come off an L to Carolina and you gotta go to Washington. That'd be a rough 2-week span. I'm just saying it can happen.
If y'all lose to Carolina, it's gonna be a bad week.
Don't let them Falcons go on this Sunday night now and do something.
Look, man.
You never hear the last of it from Larry. Come on now.
Quiet as kept. We got a nice little easy schedule. We got the last place schedule. You get some wins. Hey, that's all we need.
How they said, you don't make the schedule. You just got to play who you're supposed to line up with. That's all you can control.
Right. Let them rookies get ready. You know what I mean? That's all we need right there. Get some confidence, and hey, we'll be all right. But look, man, moving on to week 8. We got Minnesota going to the Chargers on the Thursday night game. Let's see. Buffalo. Now they play Carolina. We got Chicago going to Baltimore, San Fran going to Houston, Dallas at Denver,
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay at Pittsburgh, and Washington at Kansas City on Monday night.
So Dallas, this is Dallas's second loss. Okay. I've seen Denver's defense, and it's in October, the last Sunday in October. I don't know what that weather could be like, especially at a 4:00 game. They would have to show me, but not expecting to go in there and get a W out of there. I don't. That they're a good team defensively, I think.
So we're saying 2 L's. You think
2 L's right there.
Washington losing to Kansas City in Kansas City? Rio?
No.
Kansas City is another animal, man. In Kansas City, well, it depends on what they've done the rest of the year. Like if they drop the ball, with the Baltimore or whatever it may be, and with the Lions, if they drop the ball with them, we got it. But if they playing like they supposed to play up to their level, then I think it's a loss for us right there.
I actually had Washington winning this game, actually. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you come off a L from the previous week, you're motivated to go out there.
Hold on. What week? I didn't see the week I lose. What week do I lose? You're not talking about Dallas, are you?
The previous, that's the one the previous week.
Oh, no.
So when you're coming off an L, you're more motivated to come out there and show them that you're not that team that you think they are. So I honestly believe that Washington's going to come out there and take care of business and beat Kansas City for sure.
Okay. Just on your paper, I hope you wrote it in pencil for the loss, because you got to change that to a W for the Dallas week, I'm saying. And you got to reverse. I think the Chiefs actually will come out and give us a nice game. And I think Commanders will take an L right there, but they're not going to take an L during the Dallas.
Well, hey, listen, man. You have your beliefs. I have mine. I'm confident that you all are going to take care of Kansas City. I
got you.
And that confidence is going to come from what happened the previous week. That's all that's going to encourage them to come out there and win. Now, if you guys win against Dallas, then that next week, I don't expect y'all to win that game, but I honestly feel like you can come out with a W. So that's my pick.
Hey, if I had to choose the game, I would win Dallas.
Okay. Fair enough.
Quiet as kept. Kansas City got a rough schedule too, because the following week they going to Buffalo on that 4:25 game, week 9. We got Seattle coming to Washington on a Sunday night game. You got Arizona coming to Dallas on a Monday night game. I don't know why I put that on Monday night, but I guess they see something we don't see. Chicago going to Cincinnati, Minnesota going to Detroit. I think that should be a good game. And you got the Chargers going to Tennessee. What game stands out for y'all? That Kansas City, Buffalo, or Baltimore? Baltimore, Miami at Thursday night too, in Miami. So.
That should be a good game. Because to tell you the truth, last year that Baltimore played the Dolphins, they smashed them. I was at that game. It was not pretty. So Miami should come in with a little chip on their shoulders. Oh, sorry. Miami should have a chip on their shoulders when Baltimore comes in, and it should be a good game. Oh.
Yeah, when Lamar Jackson goes back home to Florida, he shows out every time. Miami or Tampa Bay.
Took the words of my mouth. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about going down there to Florida, man, but he shows out. And I think the last time Baltimore was in Miami, matter of fact, I think because I had him in a fantasy league that year, he threw 5 tutties. And it was I think it was a Sunday or Monday night game. But yeah, Lamar in Florida, I'm taking him every time.
Same.
Listen, I'm gonna have to admit something about Arizona and Dallas. We never win that game either. This is another L I have to actually take. Last 3 times we played Arizona in Dallas, Kyler Murray has showed out. I don't know if because it's his Texas ties. I don't know because when he came there, that's where he won the was it Big 12 championship or whatever the conference he was in. He shows out in Texas, and he shows out every time against Dallas. So that is another L I'm gonna have to unfortunately take. That's that one.
Yeah.
That's that one team that you're just like, we supposed to win that, but that's gonna be the L.
Y'all have issues with mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah, like in week 9.
I wanted the narrative to change, but it didn't. But you're right. But that's what I'm anxious to see with the pass rush, like with Dallas. When you know that for a fact, do we have somebody that's actually going to spy now? Do we have a player that can actually just keep their eye on the quarterback? So when they do break, we have a linebacker that can actually go towards that quarterback. So you're right. It's very difficult, especially in the play read option. It's difficult. So that game, yeah, I marked it a L for Dallas.
Okay. Week 10, Thursday night, Raiders.
Wait, hold on. You
Denver.
didn't Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, Seattle, Washington.
Oh, I thought we talked about it. My bad, my fault. Seattle, it's at Washington. What you got, Rio?
It is. Seattle doesn't even belong there. They're gonna get
Wow.
Like Seattle does not even belong there. The only thing Seattle got going for it is their coach. It's not new, but he's second year. But I like their coach. That's the only thing they got.
Is Jalen Milroe the quarterback by this time?
Great question.
Nah.
Does Sam Darnold get benched by this time?
Like, I have no confidence in Sam Darnold at all.
Right. I just feel like at that time of the year, it's 9 weeks in, and let's say Seattle is 4-4. Do they keep rolling with it?
It depends on if your boy is ready at quarterback. You know,
Who that?
He has an arm.
Oh, Jalen. Yeah, he do. But
Yeah.
see, Milroe is a rushing attack.
Right.
He can get that ball and get you 20, 30, just like that. I think his 40 was like a 4.3, if I'm not mistaken.
He has a strong arm, but I don't see how you're gonna play against elite NFL defenses. You know,
I think he's better than Sam Darnold. That's just my opinion, talent wise.
I think a lot of people better than Sam Darnold.
Quarterbacks, when they come into the league, they haven't played everybody in a college game that's fast. They play some teams that's fast, but everybody week in and week out in the NFL is fast. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a difference for him. You know, he got to get it's quite a slow down for him. So he's going to need the reps to come in there to win a game like that. So
I agree, and I'm gonna put that on top of what you just said. I would honestly take that and run with it if it wasn't for these few things right here. Jalen Milroe, SEC conference, you were tutored and you were under the umbrella of Nick Saban. If you're not more prepped and ready, because he's seen some bad years, some bad games where he just was not up to par, I think that man just needs an opportunity. And if Sam Darnold get hurt or he can't play, Sam Darnold lost his job and he ain't getting it back. That's how I feel.
Oh, one more key point. This is Bobby Wagner's first game back. Well, not in Seattle, but playing against Seattle. He's going to play out.
Oh, yeah. That's 15 tackles. Easy money. Easy money. Bobby Wag, man. That's like an engine that just all you need to do is just put some oil in. Change that oil out every 6 months. Run just fine.
Tire, he still got tread on the tires.
Yeah, he do.
Definitely so. But week 10, man.
I'm on by this week.
We got Monday night game, Philly going to Green Bay. Detroit at Washington. Rams at San Francisco. Baltimore at Minnesota. Buffalo at Miami. What game stands out for you?
That Detroit Lions Washington game.
Yeah. That and that Green Bay and Philly. Those two.
Yeah.
Man, the Lions, ever since the fourth quarter ended in the playoffs, they have been waiting for us.
Yep.
They have been waiting and talking so much junk. I can't wait.
Is this a W here as well?
We are going to show them what we are serious. Yeah.
Okay. So if my calculations are correct, my calculations are correct. There's only 2 L's you have thus far. Is that correct?
We're not taking no more than 3 this whole season. So
okay. Yeah. So between week 10 and week 17, you're only losing 1 more game. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mr. C, carry on. Now you ain't got to explain that. Carry on.
Hey.
So I know those last 2, the last 2 weeks and everything. Them birds coming. I know.
So you want to split with the birds? Because in actuality, the first game y'all beat Philly, got hurt, right? If I'm not mistaken, Jalen Hurts got hurt.
He did get hurt. Yes.
Well, because that was the game in Washington, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was the first game. He got hurt in the first game.
Yep.
All right. Then they beat y'all the second game. Then they beat y'all in the playoffs.
It'd be as bad in the playoffs.
That's my broom.
Did y'all win that first game when Jalen Hurts got hurt? Did y'all win that? Or
yes, we won.
They won.
Okay, but they came back on you.
We threw 5 turnovers. Well, it's gonna be not 3. We had 5 turnovers and still won the game.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett dropped the ball at the end, man. That's like one of the worst games to watch as a Dallas fan, because it's like somebody got to win. Somebody got to win, and it's usually the team you're rooting for who has the worst record, right? So, yeah, that's I don't know. I'm gonna take a L. I'm gonna take a L for you for Detroit, man. I don't see that one. I see revenge on that game. I see them wanting to come in there and show them, y'all, you wasn't supposed to win in our house last time.
You do realize they don't have Ben Johnson again?
Oh, I realize that, but they still got Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery back there. And from what I can remember, y'all ain't stopping the run just like Dallas won't either. So we'll see.
Oh, we got some run stoppers now.
Oh, you may have
edge.
Them.
Our edge is our pass rush is the problem, not our run stop this year. Well,
okay.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. On paper, we got.
Boy, Rio, man, I knew I liked you, man. You was a real one, man. You just recognize real stuff. I like that.
All right, week 11. We got Washington going to Miami, going down to South Beach.
That's international. Dallas. They in Spain.
Yes.
That's that Spain
game.
Game.
Oh. Damn sure is. Dallas at the Raiders on Monday night. Detroit at Philly on Sunday Night Football. Kansas City at Denver at the 4:25 game. Baltimore at Cleveland at the 4:25 game.
That's the game. That's the one Shador shows out. He put everybody to sleep. That's the game you gotta know. Everybody watching Lamar versus Shador Sanders. Shador, you gotta just have a good game. Get you 18 out of 25, 275, 3 touchdowns. You gotta have a game. You can't be sit back there and getting sacked 5-6 times like you was in Colorado. This is the game.
This is coming out, boy.
Yeah, he can't hold on to the ball that long in the NFL. He's gonna have to get rid of the ball in the NFL. You know what I mean? Because so I'm quite sure they're gonna be on him about that. If you don't see somebody open within the first 2 or 3 seconds, either you gotta take off or get rid of the ball. Because sometimes he'll hold a play for like 10 to 15 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't do that in the NFL. But Washington going to play Miami in Spain. I think that's gonna be a good game, man.
It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a home game for Washington. Tickets already been selling, man. There's gonna be so many Washington fans out there. It'll be sick.
Wow.
And I talked to my wife about us being 2 of them.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to happen.
Your wife about what?
About there being 2 of them.
About us going to Spain for that game.
Well, you know that's the week. That's the week we come after we got to come back from.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said,
yeah.
I said, let's take a little more time off. No big deal.
Detroit, Philly.
Good game.
I like Philly in that game.
I do too.
That's a rematch game also.
I like Philly in that game. I just think that's a Saquon Barkley game. That's just one of the ones where he gets about $150 easy and can just run on Detroit.
Rio?
Oh, I agree. I like Philly in that game, yes. I even got Dallas beating the Raiders.
It's in Vegas. It's in Vegas. You know they're gonna be down there partaking in that Vegas life. I don't know. I think I see an upset. I mean, an upset.
This is, you got to beat Geno. I'm not worried about nobody else on the team but Geno Smith. Aston Genty, of course, if we can't stop the run, that'll be a problem. But he's running the whole offense. So if Geno is shut down, the Raiders don't have a chance in my book. So I think we can, with our pass rush, I think Geno can get shut down by Micah. So I think we come out of that one with a W.
Then I agree.
Okay, y'all in agreement. Okay, that's news.
Wait, did you say you agree with Washington winning in Miami too?
Yes.
So we agree this whole week. Oh man.
Yep.
All right. Week 12, Buffalo going to Houston on Thursday night.
This is where my stomach gets real.
We got Minnesota at Green Bay. We got Cleveland at the Raiders. We got Philadelphia coming to Dallas. We got Tampa going to the Rams. Then we got Carolina coming to San Fran Monday night. I ain't worried about that one, but yeah, that Philadelphia Dallas game.
Listen, as much as I want to sweep Philly, I'm not confident that we can sweep them. And I hyped up the first game with a W. So this one I would take my L over against Philly at home for the fourth game.
So hold on. When you had the bye week, did Rio win that week?
Who was he playing? Let me see. I think he was playing. Is that the Chicago game?
Yes.
That was the Detroit game. So I had Detroit winning.
Okay. All right. Because the bye week, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had different bye weeks. So if y'all both lose or both win, y'all break even. But one win, one lose, you gotta pay the money. So that's how the bet go down.
So we should come out even because I'm thinking he's gonna lose against Detroit during my bye week, and he thinks I'm gonna lose against Philly on his. So yeah, that'll be a split for us.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't see it. Rio?
Mr. C, there's something moving in your corner.
It's my one of my canines, man.
Behind you, man. As far as the game, Philly and Dallas, I think Philly's gonna win. I mean, and also look at the time, 4:25. Sun's going down, shining right in people's faces. Yeah, it's gonna be a little tough.
Yeah, this is about to be a nasty little losing streak, Dallas. But I'm about to put Dallas on. I just wanted to. Yeah, I know what's coming. I ain't crazy now. I know what's coming.
Yeah, because on the week 13 was this Thanksgiving first game, Green Bay at Detroit, Kansas City at Dallas, Cincinnati at Baltimore, all on Thanksgiving Day. Oh my goodness, I gotta take off the next day. I can't be working Black Friday. I'm gonna be up watching football all day. We got San Fran going to Cleveland. Let's see what else we got. Minnesota at Seattle. Buffalo at Pittsburgh. Denver at Washington. And that's pretty much it. But let's get to this.
The Giants Patriots Monday night.
Giants Patriots. I probably won't watch that game. That's just my that.
You gotta put a little respect on Patriots names, because they got a decent squad.
They're just boring to watch, man. It's like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I agree.
They just show me something.
I like the Giants wide receiver they got from LSU.
Neighbors.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I like him. But yeah, I might watch a bit the first quarter. But hey, Turkey Day, what we gonna do? Green Bay, Detroit. Who you got?
You know what? It has all the writing for Detroit to win, but somehow, some way, I think Green Bay will come in there and get that W. I do.
I actually agree with him. I'm gonna agree with him with the next game too.
You say Detroit's gonna win the game? What you say?
Yeah, Detroit's gonna win. Yes.
I got you. Kansas City, Dallas.
Go ahead and say it, T. Go ahead and say it, T.
Until I see otherwise, I would never pick against the Kansas City Chiefs. I will say it against my own team. I want now. This I do want. I don't want an embarrassment on Thanksgiving Day. I want a good game, right? I want it to be where it is a good matchup. But the last thing I want is a tight game. Dallas scores and ties it 34-34, and we have to kick the ball off, and Patrick Mahomes has the ball the last 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. That's a disaster waiting to happen. So I don't want it to be one of those games. If we're going to win, we need to be up by 2 touchdowns at least going into the back end of the fourth quarter. That's the only way, because if we within range, there's no way. But I love what Kansas City does when it comes to coaching Andy Reid, and I just think they have a game plan. And Kansas City, unfortunately, I have them winning against Dallas on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, I don't even think it's going to be close. No, I think it's going to be one of them take care of business early. You know what I mean? That's my
take care of it. You thinking like 35-14 by the third quarter? Is that taking care of business early? Up 3 scores?
Well, it won't be the first time.
And it won't be the last, apparently.
It's like somebody come in Dallas and, you know, I think the last team to do something like that, it wasn't us. It was Detroit. Came in last year, got up earlier than y'all. But y'all did come back, don't you?
We won the game. Yeah.
Y'all beat Detroit last year? No. Not Detroit.
Nah.
No.
They ran us out. Well, I mean, we didn't have, Dak was, Anyway, we're not gonna talk about the Bears.
All right. So Rio, who you got, man? KC, Dallas.
I'm gonna be very happy on Thanksgiving Day. That's what I'm gonna. So Chiefs.
All right, Cincinnati, Baltimore. Cincinnati coming to Baltimore. I got Cincinnati.
Anytime the Ravens play Cincinnati, it's like 30-30. It's not a low game.
Yeah,
it's gonna be an exciting,
fun
game.
Yeah.
But I still got Baltimore winning.
I'm gonna take Cincinnati in this one, man. I think it's gonna be. They understand they have gotten too close and then didn't finish the job. You just signed all this money up. You done locked up Chase. You done locked up Higgins. You got to do something. This is the divisional game on Thanksgiving Day. You got to win. I'm gonna take the Bengals.
And Cincinnati been getting off to slow starts, and
Right.
they got to get up. They got to get off to a quick start this year.
Jump. Yep.
Yeah. Personally, I think.
Go ahead.
I think he's one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. You know what I mean? He's doing well off his line. You know what I mean?
There's no defense.
Yeah. So he's out there doing it by himself. Well, not by himself. We're chasing. And what's the other guy name? The receiver they got?
Higgins.
Higgins. Yeah, Higgins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Higgins. Imagine if they were to cut the running back and went to Houston.
I don't know what they was thinking there.
Yeah. They went younger. You know what I mean? I understand that. They got that boy.
I like Chase Brown. I like Chase, but he won't Joe. He was not Joe.
Then we got Denver on Sunday Night Football going to Washington. So we got Dallas already taking the L. Is Washington going to win this game? Or they taking the L also?
Washington.
Got Rio?
They are not losing this game. I'm sorry. They're coming. If we were going to Denver, like y'all are, it'd be a different story. But they're coming to Washington. And they're playing in the lights with Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels doesn't lose in the lights. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
Okay. Well, that's an L I have for them, Mr. C. I just believe in a guy from University of Alabama by the name of Patrick Surtain Jr. Mr. Terry McLaurin is not going to have a good day. So Jaden will be running more. He'll probably have more rushing yards out of this game than the other running backs like Robinson. But I think Denver comes out. I think Bo Nix goes to work. I think he gets that W in that game.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. And coming off a Thursday night loss on Thanksgiving, the following week, Dallas got to go to Detroit on another Thursday night. Woo-wee! Lord have mercy.
I told you this back end is brutal, man. It's brutal.
What else we got? We got Washington going to Minnesota. Denver at the Raiders. Cincinnati at Buffalo. That should be a good game. Houston at Kansas City on Sunday night. And Philadelphia closes out Monday night in LA against the Chargers. Detroit, Dallas. What you got?
Unfortunately.
In Detroit.
I got Detroit losing this game.
Wow.
Here's my reason why, because of what Mr. Rio said earlier. They don't have Ben Johnson no more. And I know Dallas defense is better than Washington's. So I do feel like we can go into Detroit and get that W. That's all I'm gonna say.
What they call Detroit running back? Sonic and who? What they call him?
Sonic and Tails?
Yeah, so you gonna be able to stop that two-headed monster?
No, but we'll be able to stop Jared Goff from throwing on us. So I feel like if you can contain that and just they're gonna get their rushing yards, right? One of them's gonna pop 100. More than likely, probably Gibbs, because he's just one breakout away. But I do feel like second half going into that game, defensively, Eberflus will have a game plan to kind of come out and stop them, because he did go up against the running backs all his years in Chicago. So that's got to mean something, right? So I'm going to take Eberflus with his defense and his game plan to try to minimize the running game, but shut down Jared Goff and come out with that W. So I will take that W that week.
Mr. Rio.
The Lions.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Like, I don't really have any faith in Detroit. Not Detroit, I'm sorry, Dallas. I have no faith in Dallas this year.
But you got faith in your team beating them. That's correct.
I do.
And what do you see differently with your team to come out with the W than you do with Dallas?
Our corners are so much better this year than they were last year.
So that's still you stopping the Jared Goff getting completions off the receivers, correct? Because your corners are better
him in the playoffs when he was trying.
That's what I'm saying. But that's because your corners, because of your defense, right? I'm just trying to make one aspect. Point. Okay.
And also, our run game is a lot tremendously better as well. We picked up pieces because we saw how bad we were in the run game, so we picked up pieces to help that out, and we also gave Jaden more time on our line.
Okay.
It's a recipe for this success.
Well, again, I won't know until I see it happen with you all first, and maybe Dallas can learn some things of what Washington is doing that they're going to get the W, so we can take that and go to Detroit and do the same thing. So appreciate that.
Maybe watch that game tape.
Oh, film 22 all day long. I will.
All right, and we got Washington going to Minnesota. You know, it's hard to win when they're doing this to begin the game. It's like, I got Minnesota.
As long as our refs are doing this, though. That's all I care about.
Hey, that's gonna be a tough game, man, in Minnesota. Minnesota ain't no slouches on their defense end.
Yeah, it's a 1 o'clock game too. I don't know why the league did that to us. We don't play 1 o'clock. We right like that. What's wrong with y'all?
So you got Washington team money?
Washington should be able to go into Minnesota and get that win. But unfortunately, with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, it's going to be a problem. But because I don't know the QB situation with JJ McCarthy at this point, it's hard for me to pick Minnesota. So I'm going to have to take Washington, respectfully.
Okay. Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Always.
Don't even. It ain't the same without knowing who your quarterback is.
Yeah,
bro.
they got right now. No quarterback. Ravens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cincinnati, Buffalo. At Buffalo.
We both breathe out.
Because it's Cincinnati, right? Like it's like it wouldn't be so difficult if we just knew what Cincinnati can do consistently. But we've seen time and time again, they got the quarterback, they got the receivers, but it's either they don't show up, or when they do, they don't know how to hold on to the W to the game. So that's when I'm like, I don't know. I'll probably have to go with Buffalo just because I know what to expect from them at home in December.
That's who to choose. Because they're home. That's why I'm choosing them.
Yeah.
The crazy thing with Cincinnati, they play better on the road than at home.
I know, but something about Buffalo, man, that time of year, I don't know.
I'm gonna rock with Cincinnati, man. I'm gonna rock with Cincinnati.
Week 14.
Huh?
No, I was just wondering what week we were on. Week 14.
Week 14.
Week 14.
Yeah, Houston, Kansas City. I got Houston.
Houston got to show me something, man. I'm not. I feel like that division in general is up for grabs. I mean, even though they won it last year, the other three teams weren't good. I mean, they didn't have no competition in the AFC South. And I just think until I see differently, man, Houston, they all right. You know,
Houston ran out of receivers last year. All their receivers went down. You know what I mean? That's what hurt them in the playoffs. You know, Diggs went down, and the other guy dealt.
Yeah, Tank Dell went down. Yeah, Nico was hurt in the beginning, came back. Stephon. So who's that? I don't know who the other receiver is now outside of Nico, since Stephon went to New England. I know they still got John Mechie.
Tank Dell, Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They got him in the trade. Yeah, that's right.
And so got John Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Who?
Jaden Higgins.
Oh, that's the draft pick. That's the rookie. Okay.
Also Nico Collins, of course.
Yeah. So Nico, Jaden. You said Christian Kirk.
Burris.
Did they still have John Mechie, the third?
Yeah. They still got him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And
they got a squad on paper.
But then again, Kansas, you don't know what Kansas City gonna be doing too, because they got some tough games. They can be At that time, they could be 2-11 right now. We don't really know.
True.
You know, Philadelphia against the Chargers in LA.
I give it to Philly.
In LA?
Gotta give it to Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chargers got to prove it to me that they're really good.
Really,
I mean, I know y'all said they got a squad, but I haven't ever
really
seen
do.
it. So.
I'm a rock with the Chargers, man.
You just like going against both of us.
I just it's just something about the Chargers, man. You know,
it's the jerseys.
The second team,
the powder blue.
Nah. They ain't no, none of that. Well, only one of those. The second team is the first team. All right, week 15. We got Baltimore going to Cincinnati. Chargers going to Kansas City. Washington at the Giants. Raiders at Philly. Green Bay at Denver. Detroit at the Rams. Minnesota at Dallas on Sunday night. So pretty much, I think Rio, I know you're gonna say Washington. Y'all gonna sweep the Giants, pretty much.
Yes.
Y'all can agree to that too.
Yeah.
All right. Minnesota at Dallas.
I think Dallas should win that game. Just because if it's JJ McCarthy, the quarterback, I just believe in my pass rush. Now, Aaron Jones is always a problem in Dallas, so that's my biggest fear. Did they bring back Aaron Jones? While I'm sitting up here, before I say that, I don't know if they did. Okay, so Aaron Jones usually averages about 2.5 touchdowns when he comes to Dallas. That's with Minnesota or with Green Bay. So, but I think Dallas pass rush will get the best of the rookie. Well, I'm gonna call him a rookie because he still ain't played his first season as of yet with JJ McCarthy. So I think Dallas will get that win.
But who's gonna guard that bad man on Minnesota catching that ball though?
Yes, that's.
Oh well, again, if we can get to the quarterback, Justin Jefferson ain't gonna have no good night. He got to have time to get it to him, and I agree with what we have defensively as a corner with Bland or with Diggs. They're not gonna be able to hold Jefferson, but the last few times we played. I'm more worried about Addison than Jefferson because Jefferson we do kind of lock up when we played him these last two times defensively. It's the other guys if they get loose and the quarterbacks have enough time to throw the ball. Addison is who I'm worried about more as far as yards.
Rio,
was Diggs hurt at the end of the year?
Yeah, he got hurt towards the end of the season, so he's gonna be coming back pretty soon around this time.
Who that?
Wasn't Diggs.
Diggs.
Okay. Yeah, Diggs. Yeah. He's. I don't know, man. It's just one of those injuries, man, that I just don't like people to rush. Just take your time. You know what I mean?
It's ACL,
right? Yes. So.
And he's a corner, and he do too much of that.
And cut around, in and out. That's why I'm take your time, and that's why. And listen, with the draft, we did get a corner, but he's coming off an ACL injury. But he is younger, and his injury happened before Diggs, so they talk like he's going to be healthy, at least go into training camp. But corner wise, I think we'd be okay because I'm just really depending on the pass rush to get to the quarterback. So that's how I think we're just going to come out and get that W.
You are going to beat the Vikings, yes.
Okay, y'all. Oh, wow. Okay. Detroit going into the Rams. Battle of the quarterbacks. Switched homes a couple years ago. I Detroit going in.
I think the Rams will get that one.
I got Detroit, man.
Who got it last time? They played last year, too. Who got it? I think the Lions got it.
Detroit, it went overtime. The Rams should have won it. The Rams should have won it.
That's right. I think the Rams was right there. It was right there.
Green Bay, Denver. You going to Rams too?
Yep.
Green Bay, Denver. in Denver.
In Denver? Denver.
I give Denver. I go with Denver.
I got mad respect for Denver this year, even though
I think Denver got the potential, man. If Kansas City slip up, Denver got the potential to maybe take this division away from them. I don't want to reach too much because it's still Kansas City, but I'm just saying Denver's that sneaky team that did well draft-wise. They did well free agent-wise, and they team just got better on both sides of the ball, right? So, I mean, drafting that R.J. Harvey out of Central Florida as the running back, he reminded me of an old school Ron Dane, right? You still got Cortland Sutton. I mean, they got a squad, man. I really like Denver.
Okay, I think we all on Denver. Week 16, we got a Saturday game. Philadelphia at Washington. We got Green Bay at Chicago. Sunday we got Buffalo going to Cleveland. We got the Chargers going to Dallas. I think that's pretty much it. Game-wise, it's going to be going down. So let's kick it off with Philadelphia, Washington.
Well, I got a split in with Philadelphia this year. So first one at our house, I'm not going to give it to them. So we're going to win.
Because is this where y'all have the 2 out of the last 3 games against Philly?
Yes.
Okay. This is tough.
It's going to depend on the record too. They can be tied, same record.
And it's a to be determined game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is speaking of, this is the weekend right here, right? NFL, man. They done took college football, playoff football. Why they gonna put these games on, man?
Put them on Saturday, right?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Let college football have something. They took that away from them. But you know what? I'm gonna take Washington this game because I think, like the split, I think Philly will get the other one at home. So I'll take Washington here.
Okay. Chargers at Dallas.
Dallas.
I agree.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Chargers, man. I don't know what y'all. Yeah, I see some in the Chargers. I don't know what it is, man. But yeah. We'll come back to that when I say something about the Chargers. When the Chargers be out here kicking butt, I'm like, oh, you was right. We'll recap it. Week 17. Week 17.
Sweet.
Christmas night. Dallas at Washington. Detroit at Minnesota. Denver at Kansas City on Christmas night. Oh my goodness. Then we got, let me see what's it. Sunday games. Philly at Buffalo. Chicago, San Fran. Monday night, Rams at Atlanta. Now they got 2 Monday night games, huh? Oh, okay. All right. Then they got some flex games also. Baltimore at Green Bay.
They flexing that game?
Yeah, they got 5. They got 5 games as flex. Arizona, Cincinnati, Baltimore, Green Bay, Giants, Raiders, Houston, Chargers, Seattle, Carolina.
I'm surprised with the Baltimore Green Bay game being an option to be flexed.
Yeah,
I thought that would have been locked in at least on a 4:00 game in Green Bay,
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And they got Washington, Dallas is on Netflix. Detroit, Minnesota's on Netflix. So, Dallas, Washington, who's going to win?
Yeah, Jaden Daniels is going to talk to that.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Wow. So it's a sweep? Is it a sweep?
It's a sweep for me. It's a sweep. It's a sweep around the open door.
He is correct. It is a sweep, but it's just not his way.
And it's a sweep for my team. Listen,
man.
listen, I couldn't want anything more on Christmas Day than to open up some gifts with some socks and a belt and some t-shirts and some underwear and to be eating some turkey and some stuffing and collard greens around 12:30 and to see Dallas win against Washington. That'll be my Christmas Day, man. I'm excited about that game. I hate it's on Netflix, but I'm excited about the game.
Your whole holiday, you just gonna be. That's your whole holiday, brother. I'm sorry.
Thanksgiving and Christmas gonna be shot to hell, man.
Not if I got that yak in one hand. You gotta worry about that.
All right.
Oh man, but yeah. Detroit, Minnesota.
Detroit.
Ooh, yeah, Detroit.
I got Detroit too. Yeah, Detroit, they own Minnesota, man. So
yeah, I take Detroit.
Denver at Kansas City. This is
gonna be fun.
I'll take Kansas City in this one. Yeah,
I'm gonna take the Broncos.
I'm taking the Broncos too. All right, I rock with the Broncos on that one. Philadelphia at Buffalo at 425. In Buffalo.
I think I take Buffalo. I take Josh Allen to win that game at home.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a shootout.
I think it's gonna be who's gonna have the most rushing touchdowns. Honestly, Sibo, because that's Sunday, December 28th. That's some snow. That's some 2-3 inches right before kickoff, and that's about 4-5 inches during about halftime.
Hold on now. Saquon Barkley last year the snow went off.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying the Philly's gonna win?
No. He went off in the snow, but Josh Allen can throw that thing in Buffalo. I'm still taking the Bills. But yes, Saquon gonna get his, but they're not going to the game.
Isn't James Cook and Buffalo having a little beef?
Are they? I don't know.
I thought I heard that. I thought he's having a little beef with them right now.
Is it money?
I haven't heard anything.
He
just signed a contract last year. Didn't he sign a contract last year?
What was?
Oh no, we have to get back on that.
He should be coming up on a 5th-year option, right?
Okay.
He's been in the league that long, has he?
I thought he had. I thought when they traded for him, they signed him to an extension last year. A year before that, maybe I gotta look into it.
Okay.
It says right here, James Cook sounds off on Bill's contract dispute. So yeah, a little up and down right.
Won't be drafting him in fantasy.
Yeah, definitely not. Buffalo, Green Bay.
Buffalo, Green Bay. I gotta go with Buffalo.
Yeah, me too.
Green Bay in December. Y'all go against Green Bay in the frozen tundra. I got Green Bay, man. I got Green Bay.
What does Buffalo care about the weather?
Huh?
Buffalo don't care about the weather.
No, I'm talking about Green Bay and Baltimore.
Oh my bad.
I thought you said Buffalo. I was looking for that game. I was like, oh, okay.
Nah,
cool.
My fault.
Baltimore and Green. Listen, that flex determines that particular win or loss for me. Because if it's a Green Bay, because they're not going to do a 1 o'clock time slot for them too. So that's going to be either a 4 o'clock game, and Sunday night is already Chicago at San Fran. I think your game gets flexed, Mr. C.
It doesn't matter to me.
I think that becomes a 4 o'clock game, and they flex this Baltimore Green Bay into Sunday night. That's what I see.
Or they can flex that Monday night game, Rams against Atlanta.
Nah, I think Atlanta have a better record than Chicago, so they might keep that one on because Atlanta might have some playoff implications. I don't think Chicago will. And based off of your schedule with the 49ers, y'all should be pretty much set at this point too, because I haven't seen any really games that's gonna give y'all any issues unless y'all beat yourselves. That's how y'all schedule look this year.
Yeah, it definitely looks that way.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, okay. Rio?
Oh, I'm going with the Ravens.
Okay. And the last week 18, that usually the starter sit unless you're playing for a position. I don't really see well, you still got Detroit against Chicago, Cleveland against Cincinnati, Kansas City against the Raiders, Green Bay, Minnesota. We got Dallas at New York. We got Washington at Philly. The game might not even matter, but we'll pick it anyway.
They've been mattering lately for these last 2-3 years. Like it's come down to the last game. Because not even if you're trying to get in the playoffs, just seeding, right? Like this determining if you're going to have second or third place or home field advantage. So it's these last week games, they've been playing more than what I can remember in some few years. So, we sweep the Giants as far as Dallas. So I think that's a W. And that split with Washington, this is the game I think Philly gets the win over Washington since they got the first win at home.
Correct.
So you agree?
But I do one better though. This is actually for the division title. Who's going to win the division between Washington and Philly? Washington's going to lose it, unfortunately, but they're still going to be in the playoff.
Or whoever the loser is could be a wild card, option.
That's what I'm saying. Like Washington's going to go in as well.
Okay.
Of course.
But 3 teams are coming out of the NFC East this year, so that'll be great.
You think the Giants are going to do that good?
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh man! Look, we got 4 divisions. We got
7
Eagles,
teams.
We got Washington. We got Washington. That's 2. You got Detroit, Green Bay. That's 4. Probably got Tampa Bay.
1.
That's it. That's 5.
West.
Then probably got 1. Then y'all got 1, maybe 2 teams out of the West.
1.
Rams. The Rams. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So it's possible. It's possible, but I don't see it happening because y'all gonna go on that losing streak. So if y'all lose some games on the front end, then when you play them 5 crucial games in a row.
So let me put my W's and L's together since we just went through here. So I have us finishing losing to Green Bay, losing to Denver, losing to Arizona, Philly, Kansas City. So that's 5 losses, and so yeah, I see us winning that game. So I'm gonna go. Just because there's gonna be one game, I'm like, we should have won because it's Dallas. I'm gonna say 11-6.
You're not gonna get in the playoffs 11-6. Yeah. I think Minnesota probably gonna have a better schedule than that.
It sounds good.
Yeah,
a couple of years ago, that'd have been good.
How you not getting in the playoffs 11-6?
I see y'all going probably 9-8.
Okay, I don't see the playoffs at 9-8. That makes sense.
I see y'all at 9-8.
Okay,
yeah, I got y'all at 9-8.
That's fair.
I got Washington
still better than last year.
I got Washington 13-4.
Ooh,
4.
Yeah,
that's another loss. Only 3,
13-4, maybe 12-5. You know what I mean? Just
You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way, brother.
1. I think I said.
No, we don't want your calculations, sir. You can stop counting.
Oh, he can mute me if he needs to. That's fine. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, I got you 12-5 actually.
But one of those Dallas losses that you put in, you need to put that back. Wait, actually, you got 2 Dallas losses.
The sweep comes.
Yeah, that's where the 3 is. That's where my 3 is. Okay.
Listen, so if I have him at 12-5 and I say 11-6, Mr. C, would that be him up 1 game, and that would be just 25 he gets?
50
he gets. Okay.
Yeah, remember each game is worth $50.
Each game is 50. Okay.
No, well, each team is. Your team is 25. His team is 25. So each payout is $50.
Got it. Okay.
So every payout is $50. It's either you're gonna break even or $50.
Got you.
We pay weekly, right?
Yeah.
Well, he pays weekly, right? Okay.
Yeah, you pay every week. And well, me and Larry, we got a time frame on it. If you got a 1 o'clock game or a 4 o'clock game, you gotta pay by 8 o'clock that night. If you play that Sunday night game, you got till the first day 8 o'clock in the morning to send the money over. Cause I don't want to be. I ain't no bill collector. I ain't trying to call you around. You know what I mean? So it's just courtesy. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all can put the little swing on it how y'all want to put it on there. You know.
Now, because we was talking about in the chat too about these games picks, right? So it's like, for me, it's got to be either one. I ain't doing both.
Nah, I probably won't be doing that. I got my bet with Larry. I got my fantasy with my main league. And I got the fantasy with y'all. Then I got another bet brewing with somebody else, a Detroit fan. I'm thinking about doing the same thing I did with Larry. So, yeah.
I just focus on taking your money, T. So,
okay. You know what?
It's a bet. It's in.
I'm in.
Ooh, that's what's up.
I really enjoy taking that money.
I'm in.
With virtual shake on it. Gotcha.
I'm in. I you know why I'm in? Because like Mr. C said, scared man can't win nothing, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm gonna be confident in 1 year, Dallas can just get it right. It's this year. Now, how far we go, to be determined. But I'm just confident with what I'm seeing in camp with the rookies, what I'm seeing with the camaraderie of the team. I just like it, man. I like the draft picks. I like free agency pickups, what we did. This is the most activity I've seen Dallas do in all my years of being a Dallas fan. And that's a lot. That's me saying a lot. So I'm excited. I am.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I ain't really been saying too much about my team, but Michael Williams, the rookie we got from Georgia,
he's a problem.
It said it's the best defensive player they've seen since Boza and rookie mini training camp. Yeah, that's saying some big stuff. So yeah,
for sure.
That's gonna be a big deal for him. And then yeah, man,
got Mac Jones too. So good job.
Hi, you got jokes around here. You got jokes. Yo, tell Debo get in shape. I hope he's in shape.
Oh, he already is. Man. Oh, you haven't seen him lately?
Yeah, I seen him.
Man look like 2021 Debo right now.
Yeah, but he gotta keep it off. He like to eat. You know, he's from South Carolina. You know what I mean? Them boys like to eat. You know what I mean? So he like to party in club. He out there in DC. So you know how y'all get down there. The go.
Be all right.
But fellas, but it was 9:12 and we've been on 2 hours and 12 minutes, homies.
Hey man,
a lot to talk about, man.
Time flies when you talking about money.
But look, appreciate y'all coming through.
Yes, sir.
Try to do it again in 2 weeks. I'm trying to keep it every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Twice a month. You know what I mean? Spread it out. But if something pop off between now and next week, we can go back live again next Thursday. If not, you know, it'll be the following Thursday. But tell a friend to tune in. Follow us on YouTube down here. T Money, Rio, I appreciate the love.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night. I'll holler back.
All right, brother.
Y'all take it
easy. DT.
Later.
Have my money, man.
Yes, sir.